Ladies and gentlemen, we have some massive breaking news. So, President Donald Trump is always talking to the media. He's answering questions, giving updates, making jokes. But what he said today during the annual turkey pardoning event rattled Washington, D.C. See, and I find it very interesting the moment or the timing of this announcement. This is absolutely massive. The deep state has been put on notice, and the whole world witnessed this historic moment. Do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Where are you tuning in from today? Listen to what Trump said today, the way he said it, and who he said it to.
In a few moments, I will grant a full, absolute, and unconditional presidential pardon to two handsome Thanksgiving turkeys, and this is their lucky day. This is a lucky day for them. But before going any further, I want to make an important announcement because you remember last year, after a thorough and very rigorous investigation by Pam Bondi and all of the people at Department of Justice, the FBI, the CIA, the White House counsel's office, and the Department of everything. We have a Department of everything. You know what that is? I think that's called the White House. Into a terrible situation caused by a man named Sleepy Joe Biden. He used an auto pen last year for the turkey's pardon. So I have the official duty to determine, and I have determined that last year's turkey pardons are totally invalid, as are the pardons of about every other person that was pardoned other than, where's Hunter? No, Hunter's was good. That was the one pardon, Pam, that was good, right? The rest of them are all invalid. I don't know what the hell you're going to do about that, but now we're going to take a little of the joke, and that is a mess. But they're hereby null and void. The turkeys known as Peach and Blossom last year have been located, and they were on their way to be processed. In other words, to be killed. But I have stopped that journey, and I am officially pardoning them, and they will not be served for Thanksgiving dinner. We saved them in the nick of time. This one has plenty of time, but they were saved in the nick of time.
You know what I find interesting, ladies and gentlemen? Like, he uses one of the most viewed events of the year. Even Democrat, everybody watches the annual pardoning of the turkey. But there he says something that I absolutely love. He says, guys, null and void, fake, didn't happen. The only pardon that is actually accurate, and Pam Bondi investigated it, that is the Hunter Biden pardon. That's the only one he used. Everything else, null and void. And then he looks at Pam Bondi, which I find amazing because he's pressing her all the time. Like, when are you going to do something? She did indict Comey and Letitia James, but those cases were dismissed. Okay. But he looks at her and says, Pam, what are you going to do about it? Trump wants justice just the way we want justice. We want to see these people in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, I will keep you updated, but I don't think that was just accidental. I think, yeah, Trump was being lighthearted, making jokes, but there's a meaning behind what he said. These people need to go to prison. That's right. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving. We're almost there. I hope you're with your family. Hope you're doing good. Love you. God bless you. I'll see you soon.